They will call me a betrayer, but they never ask why. They will tell you my name like it is a warning. Delilah, the woman who betrayed Samson. The woman who gave out the strongest man ever lived. But no one really knows what it took. I remember the first time I saw him. Samson. People spoke his name with awe, almost fear. They said he had strength no man could explain, that he could break chains like thread. Defeat armies alone. I wish I could say it started with love, that everything I did came from a pure place. But that wouldn't be the truth. And if there's anything this story deserves, it's honesty. The rulers came to me quietly, powerful men.
The council has spoken, Delilah. We offer this as a gesture of trust.
Trust is earned, not bought.
These coins represent our commitment to your role.
I will consider it. Dangerous men. They didn't ask, they offered. Silver. More than I had ever held in my life. So, to others he was a legend. But when I looked at him, I didn't see a legend. I saw an opportunity. You see, men like Samson don't fall by strength. All I had to do was find his secret. What made him strong? I convinced myself it didn't mean anything. I would get close, gain his trust, and walk away with my reward. No one would get hurt, or at least that's what I wanted to believe. And then I met him.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
He wasn't what I expected. He was kind,
The night is cool.
open.
You look weary. Let me bring a blanket and a hot drink.
That is thoughtful, Samson. I would like that very much.
It is my pleasure.
Unaware of the danger standing right in front of him. He laughed easily, trusted deeply, the kind of person who lets you in without asking too many questions. And that made everything easier. Or maybe harder. Because the more time I spent with him, the more I felt something real. And I had a choice, walk away or keep going. I kept going. I started gently, a simple question wrapped in a smile. Samson, your strength is legendary. Tell me, what makes you so powerful?
It is a gift, Delilah, a bond with the divine.
A secret bond? I am intrigued.
The secret of my strength is simple. It is a gift from above, woven into my very being. No earthly force can sever it.
A gift from above. Tell me, Samson, how does one protect such a divine strength?
My strength would fail if you tied me with 7 fresh bowstrings, but they must never have been used. That is the secret.
So I got 7 fresh bowstrings, tied him, but it failed. He had lied. I was not surprised, but it challenged me. I was not going to give up. Again I tried. This time he said fresh ropes. Again he lied. I knew it. Still I played along. At night while he slept, I tested his words. I tied him just as he said, and when I called out that danger was near, he broke free like it was nothing. He had lied to me. And strangely, I wasn't upset because he deceived me. I was frustrated because I hadn't succeeded. So I tried again. This time I pushed a little more. I let my voice soften. Let my eyes speak what my words didn't. And again, he gave me an answer. And again, it wasn't the truth. Days passed like this. Because deception is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's patient. Sometimes it looks like care. Sometimes it sounds like love. So I stopped asking gently, and I asked him as a woman who refused to be shut out. Day after day, I pressed him, not with strength, but with presence. In his rest, I was there. In his silence, I was there, putting pressure. And pressure can break even the strongest people. The strongest man ever known grew tired of holding himself together. Finally, he gave in. His voice was different this time, slower, more serious.
My strength is tied to a vow, sealed from birth. No razor should ever touch my head.
I knew in that moment I had what I came for, and yet something in me hesitated. It was strange, I had never felt that way, but I had come too far. That night he rested his head. He slept in the place he trusted, my lap. Peaceful, completely unaware. I watched as they cut his hair, lock by lock, the very thing that made him who he was, falling away. He didn't even stir. And when it was done, I spoke the same words I had spoken before. The Philistines are upon you. While something in me hoped, but this time there was no strength, no resistance. He stood up, but something was gone. And for the first time I saw it, not his weakness, but the weight of what I had done. They took him away. And I was left standing there, holding silver that suddenly felt heavier than it should. I had won, but it didn't feel like victory, because deception always takes something with it. Sometimes, danger doesn't come from enemies. It comes from the ones we trust the most. And sometimes, the person who breaks you is the one you never thought would. If I could go back, maybe I would choose differently. Maybe I wouldn't trade something real for something that only looked valuable. The lesson is this: not everyone who smiles at you is for you. Not every kind word is honest, and not every love is real.